Okay, good morning ladies and gentlemen. Today we are presenting the TomTom GPS sports watches for all you consumers out there to give you a better understanding of how TomTom GPS enabled sports watches will help you better optimize your run and reach your goals faster. Uh, we have over here is the TomTom Runner's Watch, which is for runners only at a price point of 13,000 MRP. The watch basically gives you the ability to understand your calories burnt on the run. It gives you the ability to understand your speed, your time, your distance, every single aspect in real time. Now, the watch, when you buy the watch and you install the software, it stores your BMI data, which is your body metabolic index, to understand as to how many calories you burnt. Now I will be putting the watch on run mode because we are actually under the sky. We're not under any form of concrete. So the watch then looks for a GPS signal. Once it finds the GPS signal, that means we're good to go. So right now it's on demo mode, which is giving me the ability to go for a run. As I scroll right, I'm basically looking at the calories burnt, which is as per my BMI data, the distance covered in real time, the duration of the run, the clock time. This is the exact data that the device is giving me, that the watch is giving me. Other than that, of course, once I have paused my run and I go back to the regular mode, I can also have the ability to race against myself. So I can, let's say, run in the shadow of my last race. So I go to the training metric. Over there, I go to race, my recent run. So it's basically not stored another activity. So there we go. We have a graphical training partner. Now the graphical training partners, I've already explained the mode of race against yourself. You can also basically go back to the training metrics and look at your zone, which is your heart rate zone, where you can run in your optimal heart rate zone in which you want to run. What that basically means is that when we are doing a regular activity of just walking around, of just sitting down, we're in the heart rate zone of 1. But when we want to do a fat burn exercise, we need to be in the heart rate zone of 2 to 3 in order to really understand if we are actually burning that fat. And when we are endurance runners, we need to be in the heart rate zone of 3 plus in order to actually show whether we are in the right heart rate zone or not. So the watch gives you the ability to do that as well. Now it's back in demo mode where it's basically analyzing whether I'm running in my optimal heart rate zone as set or not. Other than that, I can also run in interval modes. So basically when I'm running, I can set an interval, which would be the amount of workout I need to do. So let's say I want to run every 200 meters and then rest for 30 seconds, and then how many times I want to repeat that. I can set that up. That is very important for endurance training on the run. And then we can set up a cool down mode as well. As you can see, the watch basically has softwares that are enabled to give you a complete and 100% running experience overall in order to enhance all your running requirements. So that is the features of the runner's watch. Now, this is the TomTom runner's watch. Now we come to the TomTom Multi-Sport watch. The TomTom Multi-Sport watch has all the features of the running watch that have been displayed, and at the same time it is also for swimmers and cyclers. So when we go into swimming mode, basically it helps you understand your clock time, your duration. It is telling you when to warm up. It is telling you every single aspect, your average speed while swimming. So this has actually been preset on the device, so I can remove that. The number of sets. Now this is very important because as a swimmer, you need to understand how many laps you have done. A lot of the swimming pools in India are not of 50-meter Olympic-sized distance, but they are actually of 25 meters only because those are the regular club-sized pools. So you can set that information, and the motion sensor basically helps you read into the data of the amount of swimming that you have done, the amount of laps that you have done. You can set the amount of laps that are remaining, the time that is remaining, the number of lengths. So basically it is giving you, again, a 100% swimming experience. Now we come into something called the cycling mode. In the cycling mode, along with the cadence monitor, which is going to be launched in India in the next 3 to 4 weeks, you can set the cadence monitor onto your watch, along with your watch through Bluetooth, and it gives you the ability to basically understand the pedals that were made per minute. Now that is very important because every cyclist needs to basically be able to look into the cadence monitoring in order to understand. When you go into the cycling mode, now the demo has been set up. It is looking into your speed, your average speed, your calories burnt, your distance covered, the clock time. Along with that, the cadence monitoring also helps you understand what is the pedals that were taken. So these are the aspects of the multi-sport. Please note, all watches are detachable from the strap. You can just detach it and it comes off. We have multicolored options for all our watches that basically the runners, that the athletes can experience. And these are aspects of the watch that are very, that basically the runner's watch comes in either a pink with a gray base or a fully black base. The multi-sport also has varied colored options. And now I come to the cardio watches. Now we come to the runner's cardio watches. Please note that these are detachable as well. But it's a little more tedious process in comparison to the others to detach it from the watch because it has an inbuilt cardio monitor that helps you understand your pulse. So this has all the features of the runner's watch that were displayed, but along with the inbuilt cardio monitor. Now, with the inbuilt cardio monitor, let's say you were to basically go and understand what is my pulse on the run. So it's taking into consideration what is your exact number. In demo mode, I go down, I scroll, I scroll, I scroll, I scroll, I scroll, and I come into heart rate, and it's giving me the exact data of my heart rate on the run. Please note that a green light comes on, and that is the one that reads your pulse in order to give you an understanding of the amount of what your current heart rate is while you're doing your activity. This is very important in terms of understanding what heart rate zone you're in, to understand what kind of activity you're doing, whether your heart is actually working in conjunction to the activity you're doing or not, and whether you're actually working at the optimal level of performance suited for your body type, given your age, your sex, and your weight. This comes at a price point of 21,000 MRP. And then we come to the multi-sport cardio. The multi-sport cardio has all the features of all three devices that we talked about, combined with the inbuilt heart rate monitor. So you can run, you can swim, you can cycle, you can use the treadmill indoors, and you can freestyle in the gym to understand, and it has a stopwatch. All watches have stopwatches to understand, to look into all your sporting requirements along with the inbuilt cardio monitor that was showed to you in the runner's device. The price point of this watch is 23,500 MRP. So far, we have received great response on the watches. We are mostly looking at a target audience of the 10K, the 21K, and the 42K runners, who are basically marathon runners, half marathon runners, and 10K specialists, who are at different phases of their run and really want to better themselves, really want to enhance their goals and be able to work towards achieving their next goal in a more optimal and concise and a more precise manner. So that is the target market that we're basically looking at, and the response has definitely been great. We have been participating in quite a few expos, so they have given us great response. And we're hoping that basically, given the rise of the runners market and the sporting market in India, we will definitely perform.